drinking wouldn't have allowed me to explore this other area of me and kind of was keeping me at this level. Like drinking, when you're drinking a lot, never elevates you. It never progresses you forward. All it does is just keep you here. Keeps you here. You know, you never have heard anybody ever say that I am really glad I started drinking again. Nobody's ever said that because there's no reason to be glad if you've stopped and you've seen the positive aspects that drinking has made towards your life being improved in every way, shape, or form. It's like there's no reason to look back, and that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm really not even like, oh, I'm 100 days sober. I hope I can make it 100 more. I'm almost like drinking isn't even a thing for me anymore. I don't drink, and life has gotten so much better without drinking in every way. So I know a lot of people hit me up on Twitter about being sober. I know a lot of people always ask me questions about it. So I've been thinking about this for a long time. I want to form a place where people can get together and talk about issues with addiction. It doesn't have to be limited to alcohol. It can be any other addiction. I know there's every addiction out there. And even if you're having a hard time in life with depression, if you're having a hard time in life with your family, with work, anything, I know that everybody needs somebody to talk to, and not everybody has somebody to talk to. So I'm going to use Ruin Your Day as a platform for that. Every week on Wednesdays, I haven't decided a time yet, probably around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to have Ruin Your Day live for an hour. And basically what's going to be happening is the chat is going to be live, and that's going to be used as the floor for everybody to talk. I might be on a video feed answering questions to the chat. I might pull up some music that Ruin Your Day made to play. I might play some video in the background. It's going to be sort of a free-form vehicle type of feed. There's not going to be really a set thing that we're doing. The only thing that I want to go on is I want people to feel like it's a safe place to come into and talk and vent, talk to other people, maybe give advice. I'll be in there if anybody wants to ask any questions about being sober. I can give whatever advice I can for that. And yeah, essentially, I just think there needs to be a place like that. I think AA works really well for a lot of people because it's a community. It's a strong-knit community. You have a sponsor that holds you accountable for not drinking. You have other people that are going through the same thing as you. You realize there's a whole world out there of people that just don't drink. And that's rare these days, honestly. So I want there to be a place like that on Ruin Your Day doesn't have to be just limited to alcohol. It could be anything. You know, like my parents went through some heart problems this year, and that really devastated me. So, you know, I needed somebody to talk to about that. My ex-girlfriend's dog that I really love got cancer. My close friend just had cancer. So it's been tough for me as well this year, and I'm really thankful that I've had Ruin Your Day to talk to you guys about battle rap and forget about the troubles in my life, but I want to give back, and I want to create a platform where we can all come together and sort of be each other's shoulder to lean on every now and then. So just wanted to make this video to talk about me getting sober, my experience with it. Honestly, to wrap this up, being sober is like probably the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Me breaking up with my ex-girlfriend that I love to this day has been the best thing that's ever happened to me too as well. It's really like jump-started me to make big improvements in my life that I'm really proud of. And yeah, I mean, I think anybody out there that's struggling with addiction, the first question you need to ask for yourself, if you're thinking that you might have a drug problem, alcohol problem, any sort of problem, is if I'm asking myself if I have a problem, I might have a problem. Do you want to take the next step to solving it? Do you want to get clean? Do you want to get sober? And all I can say is being sober is amazing. It's great. I would never trade it for anything. It works really well for me. Other people can drink responsibly. I'm not one of those people. I can't drink responsibly at all. So, yeah, guys, I just want to thank you all for helping me through my year of sobriety. You guys really made a huge difference in my life. I want to thank everybody out there that supported Ruin Your Day, all the patrons, all the people that did a watch episode, all the guests, all the people that tuned in for watch, everybody that bought merch, everybody that bought music. It means the world to me. So thank you guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balance in life. My name is Kyle Gray. I'm the host of this channel and of this show. We're live twice a week, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Sundays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Happy Easter to everybody out there celebrating. To everybody in the quarantine, I hope you guys are very safe and staying indoors, only going outside if you have to, keeping a positive mindset, keeping yourself mentally and physically healthy as possibly as you can, and eating good and all that stuff. So, how are you guys? I would just like to listen to you guys today. Whoever in the chat wants to take over, we can talk about absolutely anything. Streets don't lie. That's really good to hear. It's really awesome to hear, man. What changes have you made? Have you ever thought about having fans with me and watch? Yes, I have. I'm going to eventually do that. Thank you, Rain. Appreciate it. I've been sober for almost 2 years now. A year and 8 months. So, pretty cool stuff. Rimmon, what's up, man? Nah, man, I'm doing fucking horrible. But thanks for asking. Appreciate it. It's your birthday, New Orleans. Happy birthday, man. You are the resurrection of Jesus Christ, my friend. Jed, Derek, you said you had stuff you wanted to talk about. You want to get into that? Okay, I appreciate that. Derek, I'm 26 weeks alcohol free. Wasn't able to make it Wednesday and let y'all know. Well, congrats on the 26 weeks being alcohol free, man. That's really big. Amaya Music, what's the best part and worst part about getting sober? The best part is feeling infinitely better. That's by far the best part. Physically feeling better. I would say every aspect of being sober is the best part. Like, honestly, the worst part about getting sober, it's not really, if you were to look at any negatives of the situation, which I don't try to look at any negatives of something like as amazing as getting sober, but, I guess, there's a lot of, social, things you miss out on, I guess, but you're not really missing out on them, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. You're only really missing out if you choose. You can completely go to those social events being sober. And yeah, it's probably, I would say there's no negative aspects to it. But yeah, Derek, you got this, man. What made me wake up and get sober? Jay Murdoch, I got out of a really important relationship to me. I lost somebody in my life that was really important to me, and it kind of shook me to make positive changes in my life to be a person that I was proud of. And I'm still working towards being that person today, but I'm a bit closer every day. Tracks in the Lab, just finished a 4-day, 40-plus week at Amazon. Sucked, but get money. Tracks is the Lab. Congrats on working, though. My allergies are trying to take me down, but I have Benadryl. I'm okay, actually. Okay, that's good to hear. I don't know how it works, but I sent you a text the other day. Not sure if you got it, if I have the wrong number. Caleb, I did not get your text. You probably have the wrong number. What's up, Desi? How you doing? No updates on the call-ins yet. Still working on it, man. Desi, not much has changed since I've talked to you. Same old fucking bullshit. Streets don't lie. No, I was doing good with changes like you, but context from my completely ruined my changes. That's why I ask you, are you still in contact with your ex? Is there no contact? What helps you not slipping? I'm still in contact with my ex. And to just be really honest with you, I don't think anything could make me slip back into drinking. I could do a lot of other bad shit to myself, which I've definitely thought about. But drinking is not on my spectrum anymore. It's like completely off. I never think about it. There sometimes honestly there's like weird occurrences that I get that I'll like all of a sudden sort of like this has happened to me maybe once in the past year, where I'll like taste beer. I'll like remember what it tastes like and be like, whoa, that's weird. That I like remember what it tastes like, but it's not like I'm like, ooh, fuck, I missed that. You know, I'm just like, oh, that's a strange sensation I felt today. Thank you, Luis. I appreciate that, man. My coworker was 2 years sober from alcohol, and this quarantine broke him, and he's back to drinking. He almost died from drinking. He had to be taken from work to the hospital. Derek, I'm sorry to hear that. I know that this quarantine is really hard for a lot of people that are addicts because it's literally just placing yourself with yourself. It's been really hard for me, personally, with what I'm dealing with. So I can only imagine with people that are really struggling with addiction. And I know that alcohol sales have gone up during this time, so people are literally bored. They want to numb out this uncomfortable feeling, and then also on top of that, if they're dealing with addictions where they're already wanting to numb out the uncomfortable feeling of themselves, of their lives, that it only amplifies it. So I sympathize with your coworker, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's really horrible. Royce, I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm like going hella slow. Any advice on dealing with opiate withdrawal? I think you have to get professional assistance with that, especially if you're trying to get through the withdrawal phase, because you have to wean off of it correctly. You can't just stop cold turkey. It's actually like really dangerous for you to do that. So I would say go see a doctor as soon as you can and tell them what you're going through. Ask them to give you prescriptions to wean off of it. Revenant, appreciate that, man. Haha, Caleb, thank you. Yeah, Riemann. Definitely more difficult to quit watching porn than you would think it is. That's for sure. But I agree with Hall's sentiment that that shit is toxic. It's not a healthy thing to ingest at all. Not only is it a fantasy-based thing, but it's like highly, highly addictive, and it's very poisonous. So I think it's very, very important for you to, if you can limit it, and if you can not watch it, don't watch it. I'm sorry to hear that, Desi. Are you doing better now? He was taken from work to hospital and told if he continues to drink, he'll die. Quarantine broke him. He no longer cares about getting coronavirus if he dies from drinking. Jesus Christ. Well, Derek, I hope that he gets some help. It sounds like he's suffering from massive depression, and that's something that's driving him to drinking. Times that Battle Rap helped me in recovery. I mean, Battle Rap has helped me work on something that I loved for the past 2 years of going through a really deep valley of depression. If I didn't have Battle Rap to focus all my passion at, I don't really know where I'd be right now. I don't know if it'd be a good site. I'd probably be in a really bad position if I didn't have Battle Rap. So Battle Rap has always helped me out. Thank you, Shinebox. Appreciate it. There are lines of people trying to get in a liquor store in my neighborhood. Yeah, I know that it's crazy out there. Yeah, my dad has been hospitalized twice in the past months from relapsing. It's a tough time. Seems to be doing okay now, though. Well, Narcotics 613, I'm very glad to hear that your dad is doing okay. Aaron Thompson, I will look into that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've just been avoiding that because most of the people that have been approaching me with that have been, oh yeah, for $5,000 we'll help you. And I'm like, okay, well, how do you think I have $5,000 if I can't afford to pay the IRS $5,000? But yeah, I'll look into that. Maybe if you could email me who you went to, that would be great. And I appreciate that. Amy, appreciate you being here with me. Billy the Kittle, I quit cold turkey. My buddy didn't. He still takes Suboxone to this day. How was your experience quitting cold turkey? That's pretty crazy. JJ, I feel the same way. It's totally a desensitizing thing. It's a very toxic, desensitizing thing. It's like appeals to like the reptilian side of your brain. Yeah, narcotic for sure. You could. That's why I say if you can watch it within reason. I personally don't believe any of it is very healthy. I think it's all very toxic. And I don't think it's a very healthy thing for anybody to consume. To be honest with you, I think the industry is extremely messed up, and it preys on people's addictions. I definitely, if I was a stronger man, I wouldn't support it at all. And I advocate people not to. I think you'd be just healthier if you didn't watch it. Period. Like you'd have a much healthier view on sexuality if you didn't watch porn. Sean Sirianni, happy Easter, man. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I rode the wave, and someone knocked on the door with the gifts to the kids and a card for me, so it was a nice, positive moment. That's amazing, Desi. Well, that's incredible. What did the kids get? Mac here, just wanted to check and make sure you're doing okay. Peace and love to everyone. HWULA. Huala. I don't know how to say her name, but thank you, man. Mac. Appreciate it. I'm alive, but I hope everybody else here is doing really good. Jay Murdoch, did you find a substitute to replace the feeling you had when you used? Asked because sometimes I needed to healthy alternatives to some of my vices. Jay Murdoch, of course, man. Instead of drinking alcohol, I now practice really healthy activities like exercising, doing this, being of service to other people, going outside, eating really healthy, just being good to my body rather than being bad to my body, and trying to be as good to my mind as I possibly can, which is honestly more of a struggle. Being good to your mind is way, way more difficult than being good to your body, just because you're your own worst enemy, and your mind can definitely create valleys for you to get stuck in over and over and over again. That's what your mind is programmed to do, because your mind can't tell the difference between an external threat and an internal threat at all, which is a difficult thing for you to sort of realize. Is your mind can't tell the difference between approaching footsteps, like for somebody to stab you, or your body or your mind like conjuring up bad thoughts about like painful past trauma. It's Maya. Okay. Like major, like a major scale. Maya. Dope. Been using this time to learn more about investments in stocks, trying to gain more knowledge to have that better life. Well, that's good, Derek. That's amazing. I mean, now is the time to invest for sure. Billy the Kittle. Oh, so when you quit cold turkey, it sucked for a week or so, muscle spasms like a motherfucker. It wasn't that bad though. People have different levels of personal strength, I guess. I was mainlining heroin daily, by the way. Wow, and you were able to stop cold turkey. That's incredible. That's really amazing. Mental health is affected by what you listen to. Definitely, Dwats. What you ingest, not only diet-wise, but what you ingest, like from a visionary standpoint, from an audio standpoint, like what you listen to, what you watch, is part of your diet, and that becomes a part of you. So if you're, for example, constantly watching porn, it's super toxic. If you're constantly watching just like fucked up shit on the internet all day, like on Twitter or like the news, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you. I believe what you eat does something to your mind. Mr. James, of course it does. I like battle rap, but is it healthy? Of course it is, man. It's an escapism art form like anything else. If you're like, I mean, for example, I do not like guns at all. I've never shot a gun in my life, and I'm trying to go my whole life without shooting a gun. But I love gun bars. I really do, because I love the fantasy element behind them. You can like something from a artistic standpoint and not really enjoy what it really means. It's the same reason why people like horror movies. Like, those people watching horror movies don't enjoy seeing those people get killed. They like it because it's not real, because it's fake, because it's fantasy. It takes you out of it. So yeah. 100 gold. Hope you're doing good too. Happy Easter, my man. But what else, guys? I'm all caught up on your comments, so you can ask more. So Caleb, you're like, you have portion control issues. Is that the issue with your food addiction? When you're depressed, you want to eat a lot or like eat really bad? Billy the Kidler, point is sometimes cold turkey is too easy and the drug they give you because a new crutch. Oh, it causes a new crutch. But it's entirely dependent upon the grit within the person. Definitely, Billy. It's definitely dependent on each person's journey, and everybody is different. And unfortunately, sometimes I can totally see that your friend is like now taking Suboxone instead of you who quit cold turkey. You're not taking anything. So it's definitely pick your poison, and it's really up to the person. Mr. James, I'm just learning a lot of this, but I'm seeing a difference in enlightenment of your mind and soul. Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. Yeah, Sean Sirianni, exactly. If you treat battle rap like a movie or a play, that's like the best way to do it. It's not real. It's not reality. Every time I hear I got a gun so big, I pray it's one we never heard of before and shakes the room. Word. I'm not taking any supplements or multivitamins. No, I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, so I get most of my vitamins from my diet. But maybe I should start. I'm here for the battle rappers who are taking things in ways that confront existing social hierarchies. Interesting. Very interesting. Desi, food has been a hard thing for me during quarantine. I've been trying to find places to order healthy groceries from. So some days we're eating well, other days it's ramen and a craft dinner. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. It's really difficult to get healthy food fast and easy, especially in a time like this where everybody's trying to order food at the same time, you know? What's the big picture for everyone this year? What are y'all aiming for? That's a good question, Derek. What are you guys aiming to do and accomplish this year? What's my favorite food to cook? I like to make stir fry a lot, like broccoli and vegetables and stuff in a big stir fry and a wok. Caleb, yes, the worst part of my life. I was 310 pounds. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm 260 now. Congrats on that, dude. That's big, Caleb. But it's been hard to completely change everything. I'm sure it is, man. You're basically working against a lifetime of issues and trauma that you probably don't even know you have, which is causing you to want to overeat. So don't beat yourself up over not just instantly getting better and getting rid of this addiction, because it's probably going to last a long time. Be kind to yourself. It's okay that you're not completely better now. So you came a long ways, man. You lost 50 pounds. That's fucking really, really big. I'm trying to finish this master's degree once and for all. We'll be done in August. K. Nicole, congrats on that. That's really big. Fuck yeah. You should feel great about that. Devontae, I bought a pressure cooker to help me set up meal plans for the week easier. Cooking process is much simpler, but the weekend still ends up being fast food as a treat, so hard to break that. Devontae, it's fine to have a cheat meal once a week. That's completely fine, man. Like, don't feel bad about that. That's, if anything, that's healthy to do that. I lost 50 pounds in 6 months. Caleb, that's fucking big, man. You should be super proud of that. You should be insanely proud of that. Desi, everything is so backed up and delivery charges are stupid expensive, so I've been researching, trying a lot of different places and recipes. Yeah, I know. Like, I ordered groceries once, but now whenever I try to order groceries, it's like the soonest delivery is like a week later, so it's like I have to plan out when I get them delivered, so I've just been going to the grocery store. So, braving it. Luckily, they only let like a couple people in at a time, so that's good. Yo, Sunday, I mean, who cares if it's boring? If you're eating healthy foods, a lot of people are going to view it as boring. It's not supposed to be, your diet isn't supposed to be like, whoa, this is fun every day. Whoa, this is so exciting. Pizza and ice cream. It's supposed to be like just healthy and straight to it when you're eating for a purpose, not eating for like taste all the time. Yeah, Caleb, I totally understand like the failing at night. I started wanting to get sober while I was engaged. She was my life, but she didn't want to get sober. Ended up losing her, but the best thing to ever happen. Sober 2 years. Yo, congrats on that, man. That's fucking big, dude. And salute on changing your life for the better, regardless of what a partner in a relationship wanted. That's big. John Van de Put. Thank you for putting in so much work, hard work, putting in the scene. Try to call myself a writer. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Avo is to battle rap what Joe Rogan is to UFC. Billy, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's big. What battle rapper or artist inspires you in your everyday life? I think Hollow, Pat Stay, just what they've been doing recently has been pretty inspiring. I'm in school for entertainment business and marketing. Would you ever hire any of your fans after school? Definitely, Caleb. I mean, like one of the people I work with constantly, Clayton, was just a little military brat that emailed me, and I work with him every day now. So I don't know about hiring because we aren't really in the financial position to like hire employees. But if you want to get experience, yeah, we could work something out. Mr. James, I appreciate you. Yeah, I wasn't going out. Yeah, going out was an option for me for another 2 weeks. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You have to get delivered. The Uber Eats. Aaron, for people looking to get off opiates or going through opiate withdrawal, I suggest they look into Kratom. You can find it online locally. Sunday, Kratom saved me. Well, dope. Look into Kratom then for looking to get off opiates. Thank you, everyone. It's been a biggest struggle I should have done last year, but depression, anxiety, and grief have gotten the best of me. I'm fighting. K. Nicole, I mean, there's no time limit on anything like that. It's not like you should have got it done last year. You're right where you need to be in life right now. So the fact that you're going to finish it in general is a huge accomplishment, especially over depression, anxiety, and grief. That's amazing that you're still fighting. So congrats on that. That's really dope. Oh, really? Our story about your ex is identical, Avo. We covered it first episode, I think. Yeah, man. It's crazy. I still deal with that every day. That's why I'm not in the best place. And to be honest, I'm so fucking tired of being here. I'm just like so sick of it. It's like the worst thing in the world. Bisco, what's up, Avo? I love your round for round series, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to be doing it every day. Do I believe in karma or reincarnation? Yeah, I believe in both of those things, actually. What do I think happens after we die? I have no idea what happens. I believe in some sort of reincarnation, though, to be honest with you. Something must happen to our consciousness. I just don't believe it just goes nowhere. Would I do a video of Judge talking about your fans' music mail? Probably not, to be honest with you. Probably not. Just doesn't seem like something that would be, I don't know. Just seems like kind of like a couple people would send me stuff. What battle rap you want to see that hasn't been presented yet? Rum Nitty vs. Lux. That's one that I want to see that hasn't been presented yet. South Africa fan here. I really enjoy the watches. I get to understand more bars, watch some battles from here too. Hell yeah, Ramses 1475 Vivo. Appreciate you, my man. I'll definitely watch some South African battles. Ben Folds still. I'll look that up. Why not start an internship program? I should. I definitely should. That's a great idea, Rain. It's a really good idea. One Day by Mati Soihu. Look that up too. It's pretty dope. But yeah, I guess we could start an internship program. That's just like a lot of work. Caleb, I'm down to do an internship 100%. If we could work something out, I could use the experience. Caleb, well, once we get the program in place, I'll definitely be reaching out to you, man. Yeah, what else, guys? Billy the Kidler had a fiance who couldn't get clean. She passed about 3 years ago. It was unbearable for so long, but it gets better. At least you both still have your lives to lead. Billy, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's really, really difficult. How did you cope with that? Like, how did you get through that? Was she on heroin too? Was that what happened? And was that what pushed you to get clean? Bisco, going to quarantine for doing a lot of house cleaning and improvements is helping a lot with my psyche. Well, that's great, Bisco. Congrats. Slime, I appreciate that, my man. Do you have any expertise in merchandising for artists? If so, what do you think would be the best item for them to start with? A shirt, definitely. What is Ruin Your Day based out of? Ruin Your Day is based out of Los Angeles, California. They say our energy can't be created or destroyed, so if our soul is the energy, I guess our soul goes somewhere when we die. Stay strong anyways, Abba, we love you. Sub, I love you too. Thank you, my man. So it's too simple to claim battle rap is good or bad. Like so many things, it's complex. Thanks for reading my TED Talk. John Smith, I agree with everything you said about battle rap. I think it's too simplified to say if it's good or bad. Not to mention, jump the Ruin Your Hour about an internship. I know we talked last year about doing some remote stuff, and we're still willing. I'd love to talk about it and hope to something come to fruition. Yeah, man. Definitely once I get things established, I'll be talking about it more. I just got to structure it and make sure it's structured. But yeah, let's focus more on what you guys are going through right now instead of battle rap. Nyron, appreciate it. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. You definitely look like you're tired of being at the house. Hopefully we can get through this and you can get back to battles and watching your greatness, Avo. Slime, thank you, man. I'm just like not in a good place right now. That's why I looked tired. Being in my apartment has been difficult for sure. But I work from home, so I'm sort of used to this. Oh yeah, daily reminder to get me into meditation for sure, man. I definitely need to get into that. Just one thing I need to do is to start to meditate. Hell yeah, Caleb. Well, once we get this thing structured, I'll hit you up, man. If you relapse, you got to dust off and try again. It's really hard, but starting is a huge accomplishment. Agree with that. Also, relapsing is part of the recovery process. So there's no reason to give up after you relapse. It's literally part of the process. You should take walks around the neighborhood on the days the weather is good. I agree with that. I've been taking walks and going on runs pretty much every day. It's been really helpful. There's a lot of free long-form meditations available on YouTube. I found they work really well. I'll check them out. I was going to download that app Headspace. Try that out. See if that's cool. Caleb, appreciate that, man. Glad you got a lot out of this channel, dude. That's dope. Billy, no, I saw a friend overdose right in front of me. Dude turned blue, then purple, then a friend and breathed for him for a couple minutes until luckily he came out of it. That's what made me quit. Billy, that's crazy to hear, man. I'm glad you got out of that, man. Even if you did kind of do it in like a way that was difficult, you're out of it now and you should feel incredibly good about that. Do I think that working out helps with your mental complex view? 100%. Working out is like one of the best therapies you can do, period. So exercising is, for me at least, essential in my life. Okay, Nicole, I ran out of antidepressants and I have no more refills, so right now I have to find a way to keep my depression and anxiety in order. Okay, what have you been doing? Like what ways have you been coping with your anxiety and depression in this time? But I appreciate all the effort you put into entertainment for us, Avo. We never watched one of these before, didn't you? You suffered with depression as well. Yeah, bud. I mean, I guess like I don't know. Saying I'm depressed, I feel like very wary of like saying that. I'm dealing with a bunch of heartbreak, and that's been like really the cause of depression for the past 2 years. So I struggle saying I'm depressed because it's kind of circumstantial. But I think I might have always been depressed. That's why I drove to a bunch of my addictions to try to numb out the depression. Can you put these in order, Mr. James? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. This is the worst time for this to happen. Okay, I definitely think so too. Sean Sirianni, have you ever listened to some YouTube rants from Eckhart Tolle? He never fails to put me in a meditative state or stop me from overthinking when I spend too much time isolated. I'll check him out, Sean. That sounds dope. Headspace is okay for short term, but you think you have to upgrade? Well, damn, I'll look into that shit then. I've been taking about like a 45-minute to an hour walk every day. Gets rid of excess energy and stress. Yep, going on walks every day is one of the best things you can do. This Ruin Your Hour is helping a lot of people in the new contact with Round for Round, getting these through these bad times. I appreciate you. Thank you, Alvo. Slime, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Just trying to fucking do shit. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you. His heartbeat was like 2 times a minute. God damn, that's fucked up. Happy Easter, Frisky 1990. What's up? Yeah, I need to get back into gratitude journals and writing appreciations down. I need to start that. I've been very bad about that. But that is a great way you can curve depression, is having gratitude and practicing positive affirmations every day. It's a really good way. Steven, I totally agree with that. For all y'all that are still fighting, I have an idea. Go watch from like 3 years ago and see Avo back then and see him now. You'll see major changes. However, not everything is peaches when you get sober. There's also an important thing to know. I'm still lazy, procrastinate, and have my bad sides. But man, oh man, am I happy. I actually have energy to focus on things I like. It's the best, but not in a way I expected it to be. Steven, I completely agree with that. I really do like that those watches exist where I'm like not in a good space, because I can see how far I've changed. And even apart from physically, if you watch me talk, even where I'm like literally like I feel I'm a different person, like how I think, how I express myself are 2 different people, and I'm really proud of those changes, and I do like that those exist so you can see them. I'm in good spirits. Easter reminds me of my childhood, dealing with guilt after doing away with religion. Well, Rain, I'm glad you're in good spirits. You shouldn't feel any guilt with doing away with religion, though, man. You made a change that you felt was appropriate for you. Not everybody has to live the same way. Relapse doesn't have to be part of recovery. Relapse is a choice. No one is forced to relapse. Bisco, for sure. It's definitely a choice, but it doesn't have to, but it is a part of it. And that's basically said to not shame people that experience it. I know that it's a choice, but a lot of people are literally powerless over their addictions, so it's a lot less of a choice for some. I've been sleeping to cope with the depression. Okay. Seriously, I have sleep a lot more and drink tea, plus I talk to my friends and family. I'm reading comics and watching new shows, like everything that I could think of. Okay, sounds exactly what I've been doing. I've been reading a fuck ton of comics, and I wish I was reading actual real books instead of pictures. And I've been drinking tons of tea. But yeah, and I've been sleeping a lot too. I've been when I feel like depressed or something like that, I'll just go to sleep. Like the other night, I went to sleep at like 9 p.m. It was crazy, just because I felt horrible. But sleeping is good. The fact that you're sleeping more is a healthy thing for you. Dwats, everything you don't know and learn is knowledge. How do you know if knowledge is mentally bad without learning it? I don't think any knowledge is mentally bad. Even if you learn something that was bad, I mean, you're still like compounding new information, which is a good thing. Is yoga. Hell yeah, okay. Get into yoga. I've heard it does amazing things. I've tried it a couple times. Not really for me, but I know that it's an incredible, incredible way to exercise and also to bridge the gateway to meditation as well. John Smith, taking ownership for the pain I have caused and will inevitably cause because we're all fallible beings, has been really important to me in moving forward after years of intense hard drug use. Yeah, that's like taking atonement and taking accountability for your actions, and I agree. I've done the same thing. That's been a big way to get through a lot of guilt, is just to take accountability with them. Man, fucking missed where I'm at. If you feel like you're going to relapse, doing an emergency show, bro, we'll be here for you, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm not concerned with relapsing at all. Just to be honest with you guys, probably never relapse. I don't want to say that. It's possible, but I have no fear of like drinking right now. A fear of, I mean, I guess not fear, but there's like a lot of other possibilities of stuff happening. But drinking is the last one of those. Like, it's so far from my spectrum of wanting her to do it. So yeah. Philippe, how to deal with being stuck with negative people during quarantine. Do your best to just concentrate on you. Read, go outside if you can, walk around the block if you can, work out in your room. Just do things that are really good for yourself and focus on you. Desi, holding myself accountable is hard with things like that. I agree with that. Effect, what's up, my man? D.I. Gamble, peace, everybody. Happy holidays if you celebrate it. How are you doing, man? Happy holidays to you if you celebrate it too. Budzine, depression can be caused by all sorts of circumstances, but it's good to know that you know it's a temporary thing. Yeah, man, definitely. I know it's not going to be here forever because feelings are transient and they pass through you. Yeah, man, I totally, exactly. When you look back at those old watches, you can see the change. It is day and night. Scotty, love you, man. Good to see you in here. Feels good to not want any alcohol. Been more positive overall. Thank you very much. Well, fuck yeah, Scotty. That's great news, bro. Hell yeah. Definitely indulge yourself to something happy, to listen to music you love that makes you happy, watch good shows. I just picked up Haiku and watched Ninja Scroll. Been reading good books as well. Hell yeah, Ninja Scroll, it's a classic anime, man. It's one of the best. I've been going through a rough patch for a while now, but I know I have to get through it. Definitely, man. Knowing that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, like that you won't feel like this forever, is something that can keep you going, for sure. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I don't want to talk. I'll randomly get agitated when people expect a response from me. I've even taken vows to silence at times. Felt much more at peace. Why do you think that could be? I think because talking isn't easy all the time, man. It's sometimes easier for you to not to talk. I know that a lot of people are like that. Expressing their feelings is like not easy. It's hard. It's difficult. What advice would you give to someone who was with a dependent or an addict. Not everyone can just walk away in all cases. Jay Murdoch, read this book called Facing Codependency by Pia Melody. It talks a lot about people that are dependent on addicts. And there's a big section in that book about that. Totally understand where you're coming from. Hell yeah, John. Beasley speaks. Amazing. I feel inspired now. Having to work out when this hour ends. Thanks, Avo. Hell yeah, Billy. Good to hear that. Actually opening up to people close to me has actually opening up to people close to me has helped me as far as my depression goes. Made me see that people that matter in my life actually give me more credit than I do. Well, Neurotic 613, that's incredible, man. Incredible to fucking hear. Hell yeah, K Nicole. It's fucking dope. Do I smoke weed? I don't. I'm sober. I don't do anything. I just fucking read manga in my room. Yeah, Scotty, there's a donation. It's in the links of all the round for round videos. Yes, Submersia. That's the point of this show. It's for everybody to share their own perspective, and you guys can literally talk about anything in here. For us to discuss them together. Beasley speaks, man. Send me a voiceover for K-Shine or Rum Nitty so I can get that battle on YouTube, man. But what else, guys? Got 10 minutes left. And then we're going to do round for round at 5 in 5 hours. Brad B. Good to see you, man. I appreciate you. Derek Avo, you've been sober almost 2 years. Do any friends look at you like an overnight success? No. None of my friends look at me like an overnight success. A lot of my friends, I have very few friends, first of all, and they're very proud of me, I think, for the changes I've made in my life. But to be honest, I really don't care about what my friends think, because I'm proud of myself. Daniel, thank you for what you do in the culture, brother. Keep going, dog. Much respect. Appreciate you, my man. Billy, exactly. Which social media is the best to contact me? Twitter, by far. I'm on there. Gavin. Just curious, what are your favorite things to do that gets your mind off things? Music helped me a lot, and movies, running, and we're going for walks also. Gavin, I mean, I completely agree with all those. I think being productive in some way, shape, or form, reading a book, going on a walk, exercising is by far the first thing that will get my mind off anything and make me feel better. Eating really good, eating very healthy, and honestly sleeping, like having a good night's rest. D.I. Gamble, appreciate it, man. Elevated Gamer, happy Easter to you too. I hope you can quit, dude. Put it down if you can. What's my plans for today? I'm doing a round for round at 5, and that's it. That's all my plans. Might go for a run. K. Nicole, appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Work towards your masters. Get that masters, man. Raj, how do you get rid of the feeling of being exhausted mentally? I've been in rush of a college and work for 8 months. Any tips to get rid of that feeling? I would say being exhausted mentally, sleep. 8 hours of sleep. Also eat healthy and drink a lot of water. That's the best tools you can use to get through stressful times. So Alberto, I know this is off topic of the show, but who do you think is the best back and forth face off? Fuck, I have no idea. No idea. Maybe Surf and Geechee. Just got here. What's the topic today? Nothing, Brad. We're kind of all over the place. Do I eat avocados? No. I don't eat any vegetables ever. Who's on round for round tonight is Sharon versus Averb. Hell yeah, Kay. When you get that master's, post some fucking pictures of that degree. Let's go. Who would I like to see in the final of round for round? Thank you for helping me get through quarantine and life in general. Peace and love, George. I appreciate you. Shit. I think Rum Nitty, Verb, Lux, and maybe Pat will be in the final four. Who knows? I think Lux and Verb and Rum have the best chance, though. That's crazy, Derek. S. Garcia, yeah, man, I'm just not in a good spot, bro. That's all. But I appreciate the kind words, man. And thank you for that. That means a lot. Yohala got me really thinking about the lean. I never need it every day, but it's just so rewarding sometimes. Elevated Gamer, yeah. Put the lean down, man. It's not good for you. It's not doing anything good for your life. Sure, it's rewarding, but you can get that same sense of rewarding sensation from eating like a dessert, and it won't be nearly as bad for you. I didn't see the RZA versus Premier battle. I don't have Instagram, so I didn't watch it. If it's on YouTube, maybe I'll peep it. Yo, Brad B, the Gunpowder Holy Water song's on Ruiner Day Radio. Go check it out. I mean, you are Submersia. You guys are doing it by talking to me. That's all we can do. It's just chit chat. URL to Dallas for one show. That'd be tight. You can always just go to Houston, though. You know, that's only, what, like an 8-hour drive? Considering Texas is freaking enormous. Arthur, happy Easter, my man. Yeah, I saw that UK's version of R&R round for round is going down. I probably think Tony D is going to win, or Soul. The Roan versus Geechee rounds are on patreon.com/RuinYourDay now. I'm not in NY. I live in Los Angeles. Do I ever listen to music genres besides rap? Yeah, Gavin. Actually, that's all I listen to. I don't really listen to hip-hop, to be honest with you. I listen to, like, old hip-hop sometimes from the 90s and some new shit, but mostly I listen to just everything else. Literally everything else. John Smith, Abo, I appreciate that you're open about how you're feeling. Seeing men do this publicly is vital for breaking down toxic macho culture. Thank you, John. It means a lot, man. I'm definitely a very transparent person now. Probably to my detriment. Yeah, Brad B. I've been able to go outside every day. That's been pretty helpful, for sure. Caleb, I saw your message, man. I'll text you after this is done. What kind of disinfectant do I use around my apartment? Okay, no, I don't use any. None? I know that's bad. Any metalcore? Some. I used to listen to... God damn, what was that group that I used to really like? That was crazy. It was like 666 The Destroyer or something like that. I liked it because the cover had like a wolf on it or something corny that I was like, oh, this is cool. Fucking listen to this. The stuff was deep that Pat and Hollow spoke about recently. Shouts to them. Need more of that in the community. I believe talking about your problems can help to solve them. I agree with that, Submersia. And I also agree that just like voicing what you're going through helps a lot of people too. So that was big that they put that on blast. Salute to both those gents. Derek, thank you for the time. Hope your day gets better. I'll be checking in with the round for round. I wish you nothing but success and a strong mental health. Stay gold, brother. See you soon. Derek, I appreciate you, my man. Congrats on, what was it? How many months did you have? 24 months? But congrats on that. It's pretty amazing. Can you talk about why you think it's to your detriment? I don't know. I feel like some people are pretty judgmental of me doing this show. They think I have, like, ulterior motives to doing this, maybe, or I don't know. Who knows? Rudy, I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate you saying that. Definitely don't feel that way, but hey, I'm glad that I'm putting on the front. Glad that the front is working at least. Momentum TV, you work on VFX stuff a lot to stay busy? The round for round stuff you made looked clean. Yeah, I designed that logo, but no, not really. I don't do any VFX anymore. I actually hate doing that stuff. Like, literally hate it. Hate all of it. So I try to minimize the amount of time I have to do it. Curiosity L, yeah, I'm just like not in a good spot today. That's why I seem tired. It's because I'm depressed. Very depressed. Nah, Desi, I mean, it's probably just like an internal judgment of myself. Happy Easter, Danielle. Are league owners upset about you doing the show? Yeah, Beasley, you're really pissed at me for doing this show. No league owners are fucking upset with me. Come on, man. Grow up. Well, thank you, Neurotic. Appreciate that, because I don't have any ulterior motives. I've been very transparent about why I'm doing everything. Tell Clayton to hide the eggs and do an egg hunt. He would enjoy that for sure. Hey, Avo, UC had some slim times and rough patches, but look at Joe Rogan now. For sure, man. For sure. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this out. Thank you guys for tuning in to Ruin an Hour. We'll be live every week, twice a week, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Sundays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Happy Easter to everybody that celebrates that. If you're lucky enough to be around your family, treasure it, because we're in a weird time where we literally have no outside distractions that are cause for immediate action, and we can do nothing but appreciate the people we're around. So if you're lucky enough to be around somebody that you love, really treasure it, because now is the time to do that. And I will see you guys in 5 hours for Round for Round with Sharon and Averb. Peace out, guys.